Chop it up, break it down real quick. Talking big moves, we don't plan on quitting. Chop it up, lay it out real clean. Turning little visions to $1 million dream. Chop it up, you can talk a good game. Turn a small spark to $1 million flame. Chop it up, stack that plan from the bottom to the top. Yeah, we taking that chance. Chop it up, chop it up, chop it up, chop it up.
What's going on, man? This is your boy Jay. This is another episode of Chop It Up, y'all. So much has happened in the past week, bruh. There's so much to get into, man. That's happened in the tabloids with the celebrities, man. Oh my God, man. I had a great week last week, though. I did a lot, seen a lot of people, man, and I just explored my craft and did a lot. You know, I spoke to my family and my grandma. You know, we passed up Thanksgiving. We're getting into Christmas, man. I'm excited. I'm just excited to hear from you guys, man. And I want to see what you give me as far as feedback, and just let me know what y'all think about these topics. I know a lot of people that have these same situations going on, which is why I talk about these things, man, which is why I want to bring them to a head and bring them out so people can really express themselves or feel comfortable expressing themselves. You know what I mean? Some people don't feel like they can talk to everybody, because really sometimes people be in your business. Be in your business, they just want to know your shit and want to know your business, man. They don't want to try to help you. So that's me. So I'm here, you guys, man. I'm thinking about adding a line in to see if you guys want to call in and talk to me. I want to hear from y'all, man. So let's do this. Let's go together, man. And let's have fun with it. But y'all, let's get into our first chop session. And it's been a talk of the town, the talk of the man. So this Diddy documentary came out, and it was put out by 50 Cent. Y'all know how petty 50 Cent can be. But the documentary basically went into Diddy's life, man, growing up, and talking about him with Biggie, and the situations with Biggie and how they feel like that he may be involved with the unaliving of Biggie, man. And it gets real into detail. Suge Knight, especially the situation where they talked about Suge Knight when they went into the nightclub and the guy was there to unalive Suge. And he jumped and grabbed Diddy and put him in front of him and said, if you're gonna do that to me, you're gonna have to, you're gonna have to off him too. You're gonna have to unalive him too. And I'm like, bro, I heard Suge was something serious, man. From Michelet to NWA, man, to Ice Cube, to a lot of them. Eazy-E is the biggest one that comes to mind, because he made a comment on live television about allegedly injecting, and I'm not gonna go into the details, y'all know, but Diddy has had a lot of run-ins with women that have said a lot of bad things about a lot of a lot of stuff that he had going on. Mary J. Blige, was talked about in that type of situation, is that maybe she knew something was going on with it. And in this type of situation, I get it from both sides of the spectrum, because it's like, if you choosing to ruin your life and you got that going on, I'm trying to protect my career. You do you. Like, you do what you're doing. It ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't want no parts. But then you got the other side over here that's saying, if she knew about it, maybe she should have spoke up. Maybe she should have said something. Maybe she should have protected people, especially like he dealing with Cassie. The girls from Diddy Kane. I love, man, Diddy Kane. They're a great girl group. Was skyrocketing to the top. And then their whole group just fell apart. Aubrey O'Day, Don Richard, Shannon Bex, Andrea, D Woods, great girls, amazing singers, amazing talent, but they fell into that trap of Diddy too, man. And the whole beef with the West Coast, Tupac, it's like, it's so much, man, going on, and it's stuff coming to the light about celebrity. And it's like I always say, whatever's being done is gonna come to the light. And I don't know if Diddy had anything to do with it. Y'all let me know if y'all think that Diddy had something to do with the unaliving of Biggie and Tupac. And I know he had another situation with J-Lo where there was a nightclub incident, and where it got bad with J-Lo, and I think she did an interview and said that she was hiding under chairs and stuff like that when the whole situation happened. So the claim is Diddy had something to do with that, and they said he came from struggle. He came from struggle, and he just had this thing where it seems like that nobody can be bigger than me. Nobody can be bigger than I can help make stars, and he was something serious. He's something serious, man. But to see all of that rolled into one, and 50 is so petty, man. They run the race with Chris Brown and 50. 50 and Chris Brown, man, they be petty. And they clapbacks is quick. But I just really want to see how this is going to fold out, especially with Diddy getting his time in jail, which I still don't feel like is enough time. I don't think it's an official amount of time. Like, I don't. That's not enough time for the situation at hand if he was, if that's what happened. But he has so much fire underneath him right now, and it's like, man, I think you just need to be laying low and just shutting your goddamn mouth right now. I would, especially if I had all that stuff going on. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments about Diddy and this whole documentary. What parts did y'all see, that I missed, or whatever the case may be? Because there was so much in the documentary, man. That shit was insane. But let's get to the next topic. Miss Selena Quintanilla Perez. So they had another documentary. They've been going crazy with documentaries, y'all. But they went from Selena growing up, the Selena documentary. They talked about her, moving with their Uncle Hector, and losing their restaurant and stuff. And I know everybody done seen the movie. And I love her music. She was the queen of Tejano music, and did a crossover album, and it did great. She had a lot of hits, Como La Flor, Amor Prohibido. Like, she had a lot of hits that she came out with, and she was really going to the top. But then Yolanda Saldívar, I know y'all watched the movie, and she had an untimely end and demise, man. It's such a height in her career, and it was just crazy to see such a bright star fall that way, that she was so promising. And then on top of that, I just heard yesterday that her father, Abraham Quintanilla, he passed at 86, and I'm like, man, like. And they say he's like the Mexican Joe Jackson. Like, he wasn't playing with them kids. Like, he really was. And if you go through the documentary and look at some of the things they've been through, and that he really was not. He was not playing. Like, y'all, if y'all gonna do this, and which that's a good parenting skill. If y'all gonna do this, I'm gonna put y'all in it. And I'm gonna see how y'all do. But it's no cutting corners. You're gonna go through it. You know what I mean? So Selena's an amazing artist. I think she definitely has no business being not here. She has no business not being here. Just like a lot of other stars, man. Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson, like people like that, they have no Aaliyah, and that's my baby. But they have no business not being here. And I just hate that happened so untimely, man. But Selena, got her Walk of Fame star, and her husband to this day, I know that man still loves her. He still loves her. But I hope the best for her family and everything, man. But so lost, man. Such a loss, man. So y'all remember the movie American Pie? Tara Reid. I think it's pronounced Tara or Tara. Y'all, so she had a situation at the hotel where somebody allegedly slipped her, you know what I'm saying? A Mickey or something like that. I can't say the other word. Y'all know what it is. But she said that they allegedly, did that to her. But the thing is, she says that she doesn't know if that's what happened to her. And the media is going crazy because it's like, is she lying? Is she telling the truth? Did she really get drugged? And they found her in a hotel room, and everybody's like, listen, you got to know what happened as far as where you woke up at. Like, what happened? Like, you can't just, have a situation where you don't remember. But then the thing is, those type of things, drugs and stuff like this, they'll make you forget. But the way she's explaining it, they're not believing her, y'all. They are not believing her. So I don't know. But I mean, I had a situation that I've seen where I had a friend that got drugged, and I also had a family member that something happened. Somebody put something in his drink, and he became a schizophrenic, and that was bipolar. And I hated to see him like that. You know what I mean? Like, they really have stuff out there like that they can put in your drinks or something like this. Y'all be careful. Don't sit. My family always told me this, and my mom, anybody else, never sit your drinks down at any party, any function, any club. You never know what people are trying to do. If they got a Diddy situation going on, and they trying to, get your ass, or they want you, or they lusting after you, or they, you know what I'm saying? Anything. They can just want you. And then they know they're not going to get you, so they take the other route. So I just say, y'all, be careful. Be careful with this. Watch your surroundings. Watch your drinks. Don't put nothing down. Keep your wallets, keep your kids, keep your family and yourself safe, man. Safe. Cause that's not nothing to play with. Like, that's nothing to play with. But I don't know. Y'all let me know in the comments if y'all feel like that Tara lying. I don't know the girl like that. She lying, she wrong, but that's falsified information. But if she telling the truth, then you need to know when you got drugs, you need to figure out what's going on so you can get these people prosecuted. Prosecuted. My bad. I bet. Let's get into the next topic, y'all. This has been one of the most insane stories I have seen. So, local man Michael Virgil went on the Royal Caribbean cruise with his wife and had 33 drinks, and he passed. Do y'all know that this man's wife is trying to sue Royal Caribbean cruise line for saying that they gave him too many drinks? Y'all, I'm not for that. Karen, my bad. But how can you sue? First and foremost, cruise lines have package deals on drinks, which means that you have to go get them. So were they just bringing the drinks to your room, which you still have to order them? I'm not understanding that. So you're really trying to sue these people, allegedly, for 33 drinks that your husband drank, requested. Y'all. Accountability. I hate that he's passed, and I hate that happened to him, y'all. I really do. But accountability got to be taken. That man went downstairs and he drank 33 drinks, and it probably gave him alcohol poisoning to an extent where something ruptured, something happened, and he ended up passing. He could have had a heart attack. He could have had anything. But parents, I mean, when are these Karens gonna learn, man? When are they gonna learn? But next topic, y'all. MTV shuts down after 44 years. 44 years, y'all. MTV been on. Man, I see so many people come through MTV. Avril Lavigne, Bruno Mars, Pink, Christina Aguilera, Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson, Usher, Chris Brown. Man, they had so many people come through MTV, like insane, and had amazing careers and did great, man. MTV had so much going on, that huge franchise, huge. So I'm wondering if somebody gonna try to pick it up, try to revamp it, turn it into something else. I remember a while back though, MTV, it was a lot of artists that were talking about they couldn't get their songs on MTV because they weren't urban or something of that nature. I'm not sure. That's just allegedly. Don't quote me. But I think it was Whitney Houston that I read somewhere. I think it was VH1 or something like that. That she said that she couldn't get her songs on, but then she had a song that hit. I think it was "Saving All My Love for You," and then it hit so hard that it got requested so many times that they had to put it on there. I'm telling y'all something. Our black people are so resilient, man. They gonna keep going. They gonna keep going until they knock somebody's wall down, and they gonna keep going. Not to impute MTV, but Whitney Houston was one of the biggest stars on planet Earth. You know what I'm saying? How dare you not play her music? You know what I'm saying? Ain't no way you didn't play that woman music as big as she was, as big as music, and how much her music was requested. But the good part of MTV is it was a great franchise. Great, amazing, great music came from them. Great rock music, Switchfoot, Green Day, like a lot of them, they came from MTV and went to MTV and, you know, got a platform. And, you know, I hope MTV comes back. If you ask me, I really hope MTV comes back. Me, if you ask me. This is one of the saddest things from my childhood, man. Jeff Garcia, aka Gotta Blast, Jimmy Neutron, passed away. Jimmy Neutron, man, y'all know how big Jimmy Neutron was, man. From the movie all the way up until, you know, how many seasons he had. Jimmy Neutron was like a phenomenon. Like, everybody knew Jimmy Neutron, everybody knew him, and the characters, Cindy, Carl, you know what I mean? And it was a great show. That was a really great show and great for kids. And I enjoy watching Jimmy Neutron from SpongeBob and all those. Y'all, matter of fact, let me know in the comments what y'all think. What was your favorite Nickelodeon show? What was your favorite Nickelodeon show? From SpongeBob, Jimmy Neutron, the Fairly Odd Parents. Let me know. Like, I used to love all the way, man, down to Angry Beavers. Those are old ones. Real monsters. Like, bro, they had, like, Nickelodeon had some of the most fire cartoons. So let me know, man. Danny Phantom. I forgot about Danny Phantom. Let me know what y'all think. And what's y'all favorite? Comment below, you know what I'm saying? Let me know what y'all favorite Nickelodeon is, man. Let me know. Alright, so this is the third part of the chop session. Y'all know I love this, man, because this is when it's going again into personal matters where you really can talk about what you deal with and what you got going on every day-to-day basis, you know, on your day-to-day basis and things like this. So let's get into it, man. If your woman can't or doesn't cook or clean, is that a deal breaker for you guys? Or men that can't fix anything. So basically, women who can't cook or men that can't fix anything. Is that deal breakers in a relationship? I wouldn't say it's a deal breaker for me per se, because if you were 100% with me in the beginning and said, hey, listen, I'm a good woman, I'm a good man, whatever the case may be, I can't cook though, homie. I can't cook, I'm just letting you know. But see, me, I like to cook. I love to cook because I like to eat. So, you know, that don't bother me. But if you're a woman that is constantly badgering men about what they can do, or they need to be more of this and they need to be more of that, this and that, and you don't have your stuff together, you can't cook, you can't clean, you can't do nothing, you have, man, sit your ass down. You have no right to talk about what nobody else is doing or what they cannot do that you cannot do. You can barely boil a pot of water or an egg, but you want to talk about how this man can't fix something in the house. You can't clean up. You can't take care of your kids. You can barely make cereal. You can't even put milk in the cereal in the damn milk the proper way. Like, bruh, same as men. Man, don't talk about that woman that she can't cook, or that she can't do this, or she can't do that, or she don't know how to properly clean, or she don't take care of my house. Well, you don't even know how to provide. You don't know how to provide. You don't know how to fix nothing around the house. The sink bust, you got to call somebody. The roof is falling, you got to call somebody. This and that. With some of that stuff, you do really have to call somebody. But some of that stuff, like household things, man, get a tool belt, get a damn hammer, get some nails, get something, and learn how to do shit, bruh. Learn how to do shit, guys. It's not hard. It's not hard. I know everybody is not inclined. But it's too much access to the internet and things that you can learn how to do. YouTube, TikTok, Google. Even Pinterest. Like same thing for women. Like, man, stop. There's too much stuff out here. I just redid the patio in my house, lighting and all. Like, it takes nothing. Watch TikTok, watch YouTube. They'll tell you how to do it. It's a how-to on everything. It's even how to cook. TikTok. Check it out. That's all I gotta say about that one. Stop giving excuses and just do it. Okay. So this is gonna be a financial question. What y'all think? Should you invest money into properties? Getting properties? I'm gonna say, if you can handle that, or if you're ready for that, then absolutely. I suggest buying you a property and managing that. That brings collateral, and that brings money and investments. That brings wealth, generational wealth to your life. Investment properties are great. Now, I know sometimes if it's an investment property like a house or something like this apartment that you're renting out to a renter, sometimes it can get a little sticky, because you can run into bad renters. You can run into people who don't pay their bills. You can run into terrible people that tear up your stuff. You can run into people that have 16,000 children, and then they want to tear up the house and slam doors and put holes in the wall. Then it gets bad. But, however, if you do find somebody that can rent that property and be there for years, and you really be that landlord that you need to be and take care of your responsibilities and take care of your house, so make sure that landlords, start making sure y'all tenants are taken care of. Stop just going there just for inspections and just seeing them. If you're going to go in the house and you're going to own a property, make sure that you are not the property owner from hell. Please stop it. These are people too. They renting out your properties, but they're people. Now, I'm not telling y'all not to pay y'all rent, but some consideration needs to be had. You know what I mean? But owning a property definitely can, a building, anything. I'm getting a rental property for a business or something like that you want to start a business. That's great. That's amazing. You can do any type of nail care. You can start up a nail care business. Buy the building. You know what I mean? Event building. Things that boost your credit, things that boost your net worth. You know what I mean? So yes, definitely a great investment. That was a good one. So okay, what y'all think about this one? How long should you wait to smash after you meet or get in a relationship? Okay. There's two sides to that. I was finna say 6, 7, but no, there's two sides to that. Okay. Some people like to test the waters. Some people like to, get a piece of the pie to see what it is, and then if it's not what it needs to be, then they move on. I can't be mad at that, but y'all know what I always say. If y'all have a mutual understanding and y'all know what y'all there for, and if it's going to be just, some messing around, y'all just having sex or whatever the case may be, y'all doing what y'all need to be doing, then, y'all have the right to just test that. But if you want to wait, I think that a good waiting time would be between 3 to 6 months, maybe 3 to 5, 6 months. Because that way you can really learn the person that you're trying to have intercourse with, learn the person that you're trying to be in a relationship with. You know what I'm saying? Some people wait a year, some people wait 2 years. It really just depends on the individual. But 3 to 6 months, unless you just a horn, you know what I'm saying? Like you just gotta, hunch. Then by all means, man, do you? You know what I'm saying? But if you're trying to be, do it a different type of way and take a different type of route, then, I say 3 to 6 months. Y'all let me know what y'all think. How many months? Some people gonna say a day. The same day. But, I mean, it's really up to y'all, man. It really is. It's up to y'all. Okay. Another one. It's a good one. How long should y'all wait before y'all move in with each other? Now, let me tell y'all one thing. I get love at first sight. I get all of that. But y'all, please, for the life of me, stop giving people keys to your house and you just met them 2 months ago. You don't even know these people. Like, why are y'all moving in together? I definitely feel like there is you're moving too fast type of thing. Most definitely 100%, 1000%. You can move too fast and move people in your house. You don't know if these people involved with drugs or the law, or they got warrants, or they got all kind of stuff going on. Like, you need to make sure you know these type of things, or if they serial, you know what I'm saying, or they pedophile or something like that. Y'all need to make sure y'all doing y'all research before y'all get in relationships with these people, because this is how you get worthless baby daddies, worthless baby moms, worthless husbands, worthless wives, and by the time you know, then the relationship is over or the marriage is over in 6 days. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to be really particular about who you share your energy with. Y'all have to be really particular. Sharing your energy is not for everybody, man. People bad energy that get on you, man, and they'll take over, and now you stuck with their bad energy because you didn't articulate them enough to know the type of person that they were before you decided that you wanted to fall in love or fall into lust or whatever the case may you want to be. But you need to make sure that you protect yourself, because if you put in situations putting yourself in situations like that and it just goes into it and you just throw yourself into it because you just feel like that you love them, you want to be with them, you know, the dick good, the cat good, or whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying? It's like, bruh, not if you're trying to build something substantial. You gotta know what you're getting yourself into, especially if you're trying to have kids with these people. So I'm just saying, be very, very specific if you're planning on sharing your life with somebody, or falling in love with somebody, or wanting to share your all. And on top of that, this is marriage. It's not saying that this is permanent, because you can't divorce, but the hell that comes with it. And I'm trying to get married once. One and done for me. I don't have time for that. You know what I'm saying? That's too much going on, too much money involved, too much stuff to do. So, you know, you just be the judge of character on that, I would say. Okay. And so this is my last one, and y'all tell me what y'all think about this one. We all got friends, we all have friends, but clingy friends versus the friends that need space. Which one would y'all rather? Clingy friends or the friends that need space? I would say, I would say a little bit of both. I like space friends, you know, friends that like to be away from you, but I don't want to be away from my friends too long. You know what I'm saying? Especially if their energy is great. I'm big on good energy. So I know I try to make sure I pick my friends. That's why I still have the same lineup of friends that I've had all the way from high school, junior high, all the way from, I have friends from kindergarten, man. So, preschool, man. But anyway, yeah, I like a little bit of both. I like a clingy friend to a certain extent, but I also like a friend, and not just so clingy, but just actually wants to be around me, you know. And, you know, if they have situations at hand, we should be able to come in each other's lives and just get rid of all of that negative and just that time, or whatever, just get rid of it in general. Period. Like, y'all energy should mesh so well that y'all encourage each other, y'all uplift each other. You know what I mean? So, space or clingy, that's the first priority, is having that type of friend that just balances it out. But you have some friends that barely talk. You got some friends that talk every 6 months. You got some friends that don't talk till a year. You know what I'm saying? You got some friends that talk every day. They got some that talk every week. You know what I'm saying? Once a week. It just, like I said, it just depends on preference with, you know, what you like. But I like a little bit of both. You know what I'm saying? But I like to make sure that my friends are, know, and I acknowledge that I'm here. anytime that they need me. So they never have to wonder if our friendship is that way. So I check on them periodically. I text them, I call them, what's going on? Are you okay? What kind of day you having, man? You okay? Oh, my baby mama having issues, man. Don't worry about that. Just keep going with your day. Have a conversation with her, talk to her. Maybe y'all can come to an agreement. Oh, my boyfriend having issues, he this and that. My boyfriend cheated. Well, that's cool. I'm here to talk. Call me. You know what I'm saying? We can talk about this and see what's going on. I'm listening. I'm a listening ear, and I'm here for you. I love all of my friends. I love them so much. They're like my family. They're dear to me. So for me, it don't matter clingy or whatever. Now, just don't be too clingy where you just getting on my nerves, you out of my face like this. Like back to, you know what I'm saying? Nah. I don't need all that. But just friends that communicate well. And I love them so much for that. But, y'all, this has been great. This has been amazing. I just enjoy talking to y'all every single time, man. Y'all been engaging more. Y'all have been talking to me more. Y'all have been putting your comments, and I've been loving it, man. I've been loving to hear the different perspectives from women, men, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? And I had somebody that commented, man, they say, man, Jay, we love your show. We love your positivity, and I appreciate that so much. Plus, y'all, we hit over 600K followers on TikTok. Y'all, let's get it. Let's keep growing, man. Matter of fact, make sure to follow my Instagram, Chop It Up for TV, my YouTube, The Chop It Up Show, hosted by Jay, and my TikTok, The Chop It Up Show. Man, y'all, I still have so much in store for y'all. I know we got Christmas coming around next week, so just tune in for the Christmas episode. And we're getting ready to go into season 2. Y'all, after the New Year, season 2 is going to be epic. Season 2 is going to be hot. It's going to be new. It's going to be fresh. And I'm so ready to introduce some more things to you guys, open up some more levels, and open up more doors, man. So, again, this is Jay, and Chop It Up.
Chop it up, break it down real quick. Talking big moves, we don't plan on quitting. Chop it up, lay it out real clean. Turning little visions to $1 million dream. Chop it up, you could talk a good game. Turn a small spark to $1 million flame. Chop it up, stack that plan from the bottom to the top. Yeah, we taking that chance. Chop it up, chop it up, chop it up.